just what's the process like that goes into this list? I'm sure a lot of people get lazy and think, oh, it's just Mike ranking these quarterbacks into tiers. What's the process like for you every year on this?
Yeah, I don't get a vote, but after doing, covering the NFL for 28 years, there's a lot of people that I trust and know, and I meet new ones every year. And so I will get 50 of them each year, coaches and executives. This year, I think we had 6 GMs, 6 former GMs, 6 assistant GMs. There's 15 coordinators, 8 head coaches, a lot of good people with a lot of trust. And I have them take any quarterback, not rookies. We want them to at least played in the league or been in the league a year. And we put them into tiers, with tier 1 being the best, and tier 5 would be you're not really a starter, and there's everything in between. We can get into some of the tier definitions, but I think people know that top tier is for the best. And for Stafford to get in there, I mean, he just sort of inched in there. Like he's always been a high 2. So, my voting panel changes every year, different people. He got 5 more tier 1 votes and just inched across the line. There's still a gap. But Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and Lamar Jackson, there's a big gulf between them and Stafford, but he comes in with a 1.50 tier average, which if you're a 1.51 or higher average, you go to the top of tier 2. So, it is what it is. I think he's long respected. Probably a little misleading to say that he's, better than he's ever been, but he inched across that line. He had him close to being in the championship game last year.
Well, another one who actually jumped a tier was Lamar Jackson. You just had 3 quarterbacks, I think, in tier 1 last year: Burrow, Allen, and Mahomes. So, were you surprised that Lamar was in the tier 2 last year, let alone jumped to the tier 1, which he should?
I'm just relieved he's in tier 1 because, he spent half the show explaining, well, he's the top of tier 2, because traditionally, and I think rightfully so, I do think the game at its toughest moments for quarterbacks gets reduced to passing the ball. And he's always been able to pass well, but in the biggest moments, playoff games, in the past, 2, 3, 4 years ago, he was kind of a main reason they weren't able to advance. He couldn't put on his back and throw. Well, he did that last year, even though they didn't advance to the Super Bowl. Game after game, their defense and special teams weren't good, and he was he was throwing them to victory in addition to all of his great running. So, and in the playoffs, I mean, he didn't drop the pass in the playoff game, right? I mean, he was bringing them back. Yeah. So I think that's been answered. I think those questions have been answered, probably among fans earlier, but among the people in the league. He's a not unanimous one, but very close to unanimous tier 1. I thought that was good to see.